Thank you for joining me. I would like to begin by wishing you a happy new year, albeit rather belatedly. It is normally around this time that I post various rune readings concerning the upcoming year, if I haven't already done so in December. And I will post some readings on different issues, or rather different areas of the world. But one of the reasons I have not been posting many rune readings is that it became apparent how turbulent the times we're living in were becoming. And I didn't really want to be someone that talked too much about that, because I'm aware also, it's one of my beliefs or understandings, that what we hold in our thoughts and what we hold in our consciousness is important. So the more that we can focus on the things that we want to see more of in our world, the better I feel that that is. And I've discovered a new way of doing this for myself that I am using at the moment. And that is peace walking, where with each step, it acts as a meditation towards peace. It is a kind of pilgrimage towards peace, but a pilgrimage that can take place anywhere, in a city street, along a beach, along a pathway through a forest, on our journey to work or to go shopping. We can use that time, if we desire, as a form of walking meditation, with each step focusing on steps towards peace. And if many people focus on whatever it is, whatever method promotes peace for them, I feel it has to have an effect. And I know that there has been research done on this. Lynn McTaggart, for example, researched what happened when a lot of people got together to meditate in a particular area, and even the crime rate would go down. So we can't say that what we think is insignificant. And it certainly helps us also to feel more at our best. So one of my intentions also for this year is to do more of the spiritual address kind of videos, where I approach things very much as I would if I was working in a spiritualist church, where I may read something or declare something as a point of focus, and then elaborate my thoughts out from that and share them. And if people would wish to, they can close their eyes and treat that as a meditation, or simply use it as food for thought. But the aim of those is towards expansion of the beauty within us and of the qualities that we as humans share, and relating that to life philosophy. So you don't need to be a spiritualist to take something from that. Sometimes the perspective will be more spiritual in outlook than others, but I try to keep it in a way that all denominations of religion would be able to take something from it, if they so wish, because I am talking about inspiration for our human journey. And that is certainly something that we all share, albeit with very different lifestyles, in different climates, in different political systems, with different beliefs. but it is our humanity that is the one thing that we have in common. And I think we should celebrate that a little bit more than we do. That is one of my hopes that I would like to see coming to fruition in the coming year. But of course, it can only happen if a lot of people work towards that goal. I will also be sharing a few more of my meditation videos where I tap into my solution-focused hypnotherapy training to produce videos or meditations or mind journeys, whatever you would like to call them, that help people to feel at their best in these difficult and challenging times. Now, to come back to a little of what I have felt about the coming year. Unfortunately, what I felt about 2025, that it would become increasingly turbulent in terms of leadership changes, in terms of conflicts, in terms of natural disasters or severe weather events. It has tended to happen. And of course, it may be that the things I am talking about for 2026 as a generalization may not happen in quite the same way. But just to give an overview, I felt that the natural disasters this year and weather events would not be more, but they are more in number, but they are likely in a few instances to be more severe, so that we have to take notice more. I also feel that there will be areas where evacuations are required. But on the plus side, when evacuations happen, usually things are much safer. So that is a plus point if people are taking notice in that way, isn't it? I feel that there will be some calm periods in between the periods of turbulence when we kind of think, if we've got a sense of humour, just what can life bring next that we are not expecting? Those kind of question marks I am expecting to be thrown up in the air rather a lot. And I feel that sometimes the questions, we've started off the year with big questions, and I feel that this is something that's going to, for want of better expression, rear up every now and again, that the questions or the dilemmas will be bigger than perhaps some of them in 2025. Not necessarily more in number, but I also feel that there will be quite a lot of confusion, but also I feel calm periods in between, and that we will come across positive things to be grateful for, innovations, ideas that generate hope both now and for the future. I feel that that is something that we will see a little bit more of. So if I had to summarize it, I would say that to me, 2026 seems rather a paradox year where we encounter the extremes more than we have, but the extreme also in the potential to generate good things. And I think that that is important. And also I feel a more extreme way of generating human compassion. Now, by that I mean human compassion perhaps becoming stronger than it has been, becoming more of a force within our world, whilst at the same time the opposite still exists. And I feel that this is part of the changes that are taking place? Is this opposites that are more extreme from one another coexisting as they have done for a little bit, but more so, and coming to, in a way, a kind of crescendo before we can start to truly move forwards once again, and to see how that can happen. And I feel we'll be able to picture in our minds a few inklings of what may be able to come about in the future, rather than huge change this year. But I also stress there are, I feel, times when things will be calmer, and then something else will flare up and grab our attention. And if we can go with the flow of that and see it as a process of evolution, a process of change, then I feel that helps us to manage our own feelings, to create at least some optimism, because I feel that the creation of optimism is always important, but it's particularly important that we hold on to the goal of creating optimism when things are crazy in a way. I really feel that. And I really feel that that's what, as an individual, I am striving to do, to hold on to optimism, to do things that I feel help me grow, to do things that I feel are helpful and inspiring for other people, and of course to respond to the inspiration that I receive from others many, many times, and from nature, and from everything around me. And we can all in our lives also look for those things that give us moments of pleasure, moments of contentment, moments of interest, moments of excitement, whether we do that by participating in something, watching something, making something, listening to something, being in nature, remembering beautiful memories, looking at photographs of the beautiful places we have been or hope to go in the future. There are many ways, even in the life that we are living and the life that is going on around us, with all of its beauty, all of its challenges, all of its turbulence. There is much that we can do to keep our spirit, the spirit that flows within us, the seed of life that flows within us, however we want to think of it, to keep that flowing in a positive direction, to know that we are generating something that is often calm and clear and kind in the midst of the chaos that is sometimes there. And I would like to leave you with these thoughts, and once again to wish you a happy new year. And I will post some rune readings, I promise. Thank you for joining me.